Okay, here's another tune by R.L. Burnside called 9 Days in Jail. I'll play the beginning of it so you know how it sounds. So you've probably heard this tune before. It's a great song. It's again another funky RL riff, and it's a little bit more involved than some of his other tunes, but still not hard to play. I've got my guitar tuned to a G, open G. First note's a low D. Next one's a low G. So you're tuning your A string down to a G. Another D, another G, B, and another low, another D. So your E string is tuned down to a D on the top string as well. So the outside two strings are tuned down a full step, and the A string is tuned down a full step to G. Okay, again, if you haven't seen my other videos, I stress playing the thumb on the downstroke and your first finger on the upstroke. That's the traditional fingerstyle blues, and it allows you to do a whole lot of really cool licks that you can't do otherwise. And this one requires a slide. I put the slide on my third finger. You can put it on whatever finger you want. So the beginning riff, the way I play it, I play also with my second finger on this song. Sometimes I don't use my second finger to pluck multiple strings. I use my thumb on the low G, and then my first finger on the open third string, which is a G, and then my second finger on the open B string. That's if I do the pluck with those fingers. Sometimes I just strum them all like this. And that's mainly my thumb and my first finger. And what that is upstroke with the first finger, downstroke with my thumb. So first finger, thumb, first finger, thumb. And you're playing with basically one finger on this hand, on the fretting hand. You can't use your third finger to fret a note because you've got your slide on it. At least that's where I put my slide. So I usually use my first finger to do all the fretting down here on this side. So what you've got is one finger on the open D string, and it's on the third fret. So it's no fingers at all, up and down. And then your first finger on the fourth string, third fret. Then you add one more strum of the open strings with no fingers. So this is what you've got. Then I do a open G with my thumb. And then your first finger slides up on the third string to the fifth fret, and then it slides to the third fret. You have to slide to those notes. This is what I mean. I'll use my thumb on that. Sometimes I use my first finger. Sometimes I add an extra strum in there. This guitar happens to be a very percussive guitar, and it's great for slapping the strings, and I'll give you an example of that. My thumb is actually slapping the bass strings kind of like a bass guitar does. So I'm putting some syncopation in there and some extra strums. You can get a feel for however that works for you. Throw extra strums in there, whatever feels good for you. When I do the picking, or the plucking, what I call plucking, this is what it looks like. Oops. As you notice, I'm playing the low G bass string at the same time that I'm playing these. Kind of fills up the sound a little bit. As usual on these old blues tunes, there is a million ways to play them, and you can interpret them however you like. That's what makes them so cool. So you don't have to play it exactly note for note the way RL does.